Nah, it was Angkor Wat. More whales to kill. The people of York were thrilled. Those whales, delicious. And all that blubber, so good for making towels. Towels, candles, is what I meant to say. Can we just kill these guys already? I mean, come on. There we go. We've almost got them! Yay!
Thou shalt not muzzle the ox when he treadeth out the corn.
Yay! For not muzzling the ox when he treadeth out the corn! Life is great. Did they get fully reinforced somehow? How did that happen? That's ridiculous. The pyramids have been constructed. Well, that's no good. What is good, though, is shooting at Jaguar warriors. Take that. Yeah. You didn't like that, did you? No, you didn't. Meanwhile, back in London, those barbarian archers still hadn't given up. But that's their own problem and nobody else's. Seeing as York was so isolated, the king decided to recall those archers of their own, because it seemed like the thing to do. Yes, we're in Pacific Standard Time. Are we finally going to get these Jaguar warriors? After hundreds of years of cat and mouse, the triremes finally defeated those Jaguar warriors, just in time for their own warriors to feel better and get ready to siege Tenochtitlan, where Montezuma was sitting around being a jerk all the time.
Even brute beasts and wandering birds do not fall into the same traps or nets twice.
St. Jerome was also pretty smart. At least he knew stuff about birds and beasts. But how useful was his knowledge, really? Ah, you thought you were going to get us, but you forgot. Our sticks with strings attached are better than your sticks with strings attached. Every time. Those triremes sure are finding a lot of stuff to bombard, aren't they? They want a peace treaty? I will give you a peace treaty if you give me 14 gold per turn. Or 5 gold per turn for 30 turns. How about 464 gold? How about that? Hey, you're the one who came to me. See you later, sucker. Archer battle! Time to harass some workers. Because they can't quite reach the city from the water. But that's cool. They're happy to beat up on workers all the same. Take that. You're now ours. Great archer. Great general, my butt. See you later. Time to set up a trap. The warriors went and hid in the forest, while the archers distracted the enemy archers with the power of archery. Just going to check the schedule. We're still good. We're back on track. We're going to do about 15 more minutes of this. So I hope you're enjoying the true and accurate history of the British Empire. I know I am. Take that, innocent workers. Your lives are now held, courtesy of the British Empire. Yeah! Extra movement, eh? I can go for that. Now I can go everywhere! Alright, so who are we at war with again? Ah, yes, we have extra whales. I had not considered that. Thank you, advisor. Let's talk to Alex about whales. Hi there, Alexander. How would you feel about trading some whales? Okay, that's a lot more than I had expected. How about, instead of horses, you know what? That sounds good. Enjoy your whales. That's all. How about we talk about some stuff? Wuss. Let's see here. Who has stuff that we need? Ivory, we don't need. Ivory, we don't need. Furs, we don't need. We don't need. Orsa, ivory, we don't need. None of the city-states had anything useful. Good for them. All right. Archer battle! Our archers won, because British archers are the best archers. Yeah! Why is he still there? We killed him. Well, whatever. Good times. The war started, if you may recall, when Alexander the Great approached the British Queen, Elizabeth, and asked her to help him fight Montezuma, and Elizabeth said, sure, why not? You're a handsome young man. I like handsome young men. And that was how the war began, for those of you just joining us. Let's just get back into British territory there, and then we're going to heal them up before we send them off to war. What's this here? What the heck is that? The British Empire had no idea what this thing was. Do your history books tell you? Oh, it looks like it may have been a destroyed barbarian encampment. That makes more sense. Oh, barbarians. Hi, guys. We heard you liked arrows, so we brought you some arrows on a boat. I know, we're very thoughtful. You're welcome. You're welcome. Why don't you go join them and get some experience shooting at barbarians? Yay, for shooting at barbarians! Oh right, we're at war with Geneva. Totes forgot. You're getting hit with sticks. Nothing you can do about it now. Hit them harder. Oh, you guys suck. Lhasa has a dispute with Belgrade. You know what? Queen Elizabeth doesn't care about Lhasa's dispute with Belgrade. In the least. Speaking of disputes, the time had come to go and beat up on Geneva. For everyone. Goodbye to those warriors. They will be missed, but not that much. Time continued to pass, and Angkor Wat still wasn't finished. It seemed more and more likely that some other civilization would scoop it up before the British could finish it. Now that they were in a new millennium, and in a new eon, the after Domingo eon, it seemed that times were sure to change, and life was sure to get better. Ow. You know what? Let's pick on Geneva instead, because they're less likely to kill us. The time came to adopt a new policy. And what was the next policy that the British Empire adopted, class? Check your textbooks on page 152. Prayer? Possibly, that might be the answer. What else do you think? You think piety was the answer there? Was it piety or naval tradition? Anarchism isn't one of the possible answers. Unfortunately, slavery didn't exist in this version. going to go with piety for now. Because why not? That's what the textbook says anyway. We'll get to naval tradition the next time the British are able to adopt a policy. And boy, those warriors sure are getting their butts kicked, but that's okay. Stuff is going on in Geneva, guys. Stuff is going on over there. Let's get on up there with the Greeks. The British Empire was known both for its expansive religious beliefs and its expansive navy. You can have more than one. A national college was beginning to be built in York, or you could call it York University. Wink. Those archers are getting rooked too. Goodbye, archers. After millennia of great service, Geneva just beat the crap out of those archers. Well, that's okay. It's all up to the Greek now. And hey, a great person was born. Akbar, the great general, was born in London. And that was where he stayed for the rest of his life. Why don't we just wait and see what the Greek do here, eh? Or are they just going to stand outside the city for a bit? I mean, if they want to, that's cool. That's their choice. Nope. Looks like a new Aztec city was founded. Sneaky, sneaky. Naval battle! Yay! The damaged ship was returned home to recover, while the rest of the British Navy, all 2 of the rowboats, No, that's not going to work for me. How about this? And forget it. Really, Alexander? Well, good luck to you then. Have fun with that. Really, Geneva? You couldn't have just focused on the bigger threat?
The only thing that saves us from the bureaucracy is its inefficiency.
Absolutely true, Eugene McCarthy. Unsurprisingly, Alexander decided that it was time to declare war on the British. Fortunately for the British, he was pretty far away and didn't have much in the way of boats. Well, that's what happens when you don't consider the consequences of your actions, Alexander. And the British warriors bravely sacrificed themselves just to give a giant middle finger to Alexander the Great, knowing that they would not survive the night outside Geneva's walls. Goodbye, brave souls. Goodbye, forever. The British Navy withdrew from Geneva, deciding to let Alexander, Montezuma, and Geneva fight amongst themselves. and have all the fun they wanted with their pointy sticks and swords. Those barbarians still weren't figuring it out. Take that. 1 damage. But that's okay. The British Navy was called back to London to fortify themselves against the encroaching Greek assaults. They were clever enough to pull themselves out of harm's way, but they wouldn't be able to stay there for long if they planned to invade the British Empire. Like so. Not very bright, was it? Au revoir. Thank you for the free experience. We're going to take a break here in 325 AD, and class, when we return, we'll delve deeper into the history of the British Empire and its wars on all fronts. Because, hey, that's what we like to see. Until the next time, class, all the best.